You try muted because that would have been awkward. Hello.
Hello. I see lots of our friends. There's Becky and Jen and Angela and Barbie. Happy Monday, everyone. It's Pie Day. Do you remember that from when your kids were in school?
Oh, is it Pie Day?
It's Pie Day.
It's Pie Day. My kids used to have a shirt they used to walk around with. They were both like science nerds that had the pie symbol on it for Pie Day.
Yeah, I totally forgot, but because it was my mom's birthday party yesterday, my sister, who's a teacher, math teacher, was there, and she's like, "Oh, I got to pick up my pie. Tomorrow's Pie Day," and I was like, "Oh, I remember that."
Yes. It is Pie Day.
Lemon.
How is everybody? Recovering from the storm still.
Yeah, the weather's it was nasty for us, but we didn't get the snow you got.
8 inches, everybody. I got 8 inches of snow the day after it was 60 degrees outside. Mother Nature can't decide if she wants to wear white or green up here.
I know I walked out yesterday and I'm like, Mother Nature hates me. Hello, Sheila.
It was a bummer too because my dad has this beautiful tree in his backyard. It was just starting to bud. And I was like, oh, you poor thing. You're going to get the shock of your life tomorrow because, like, we know it's coming, and it's so bad for the trees that they don't know what's coming.
Good morning, Katie. Well, afternoon here.
Yeah, it's early.
It feels like morning. Here. I am not awake yet.
It's that dang change in time. Can we just do away with that? Can we just all put that to a vote and just do away with it? Like, split the difference.
It messes with me for weeks. I will be off for weeks. And the cats are like hollering. They're like, it's light out. Why are you asleep? We want food now.
Lucy, stop. Yes, exactly. And then you don't know if it's what time you're on. Are you late? Are you early? What time was it supposed to be so that my body functions right? Wait, no, it messes. I think the older you get, the worse it gets too. Because my dad.
Hello, Lori. And Tiger told me I'm supposed to put not Eastern Standard Time, but something else now on my posts on Instagram so people know what time it is here. It's the ED something. And like it's got a D in it for daylight savings time. Is it EDST?
Oh, good
because Lord. The Kathy's last night that came on at 11 came on at 10 my time.
Yeah.
And I was all messed up.
Because Arizona doesn't have daylight savings time. So because they don't have daylight savings time, it's like, are they weird or are we weird?
EDT.
I'm not sure which one.
Yeah, thank you, Angela. I will try to remember there. Hello,
but it sounds like an alarm company. It's 1 o'clock. EDT is going to be here at 1 o'clock. It sounds like, I'm going to have an alarm installed.
Hello, Geneva. Yeah, I just cannot. I can't get with it.
No, let's just do away with it. We're not farmers anymore. We don't need, I'd rather have the daylight in the wintertime. I'm not going to lie. I'd rather it not be dark at 3:30 in the afternoon. I'd rather be light, till I don't need it to be light at 9 o'clock at night in the summertime. I don't need that because I'd like to see the stars. Just saying.
Good morning, Anna. If you purchased something from me last week, I believe I sent you an email. If you want to check your email, you may have responded already. I haven't checked my email in the last hour, but check your email. So good afternoon all, because it is 1 p.m. here, even though that is not what time it feels like.
Yeah, yes.
Appreciate you for hanging out with us on a Monday.
And Geneva, I got your email and I will do that. Thank you. Just wanted to let her know. Yay!
So if you don't know, if this is your first time here, this is our Glass with Glass sale. We flip channels. So this week we're on my channel. Next week we'll be on Nikki's. So make sure you're subscribed to both of us so you know when that is happening. And we just like to bring you beautiful glass to look at, maybe purchase if you're so inclined. And Mondays are crazy, so you can come spend an hour with us.
Downtime. You're on your lunch. Put it out in front of you. Nibble it and watch us.
And I know that probably all of you know this, but we do need your YouTube name. Hello, Margaret. Oh, Margaret. She's so good to me. We need your YouTube name, your real name, your shipping address, and your PayPal email when you send your info. Our emails are below us. And even if the email you're sending from is also your PayPal email, if you go ahead and type it in there for us, we copy and paste. And that way, I do not invert any numbers, which I tend to do when I am typing it out. And like the other day, somebody hadn't done that. They had just put in, the email I'm sending from is also my PayPal email. So I had to go and look, and it won't, on my phone and Gmail, won't let me copy and paste their address that's up there. So I typed it into Pirate Ship so they'd get their tracking number. And then when I typed it into PayPal, I put Yahoo instead of Gmail. So it bounced back to me that it wasn't sendable. And I'm like, well, and then I went and looked and I'm like, oh my goodness. Yeah. So that's the kind of thing that my brain does frequently.
You're not the only one. Not the only one.
So it's good for all of you. If anybody that you buy from, if you just type out your PayPal email for us, we just copy and paste, and that way no mistakes are made on our part.
Do you know how long it took me to do that? I would put them on my index cards, right? I have index. I'm old school. I have them handwritten, and do you know how many times I've wrote them down wrong until I was like, why am I being an idiot? Why am I not copying and pasting? Now I copy and paste, so I don't mess. I've messed up a lot.
Hello, Caroline. I'm having a sale with Caroline on Thursday, St. Patrick's Day. We're going to sell lots of green. So if you are not bar hopping, because we are not of that age anymore, come hang out with us.
No, I don't bar hop. Not anymore. Maybe when I was younger, like in college. That was
early 20s before I had kids. Yeah. Hi, Kelly. So if you purchased from me last week from one of my 6 sales, because I was insane and did that, then I invoiced everybody except for 2 people who, one, I didn't get her info, and one, I did not get complete info. But everyone else, I am headed to UPS and USPS right after this sale. My dad's going to come pick me up because one of the boxes is 18 pounds.
Yeah.
And so everything will be shipped out today if you paid. I am still waiting on a couple of people to pay also.
And my stuff will be shipped out today too from last week because there was a storm. I couldn't leave my house. You'll all get to see how bad it was tomorrow too, because I posted a little video about how crappy it actually was outside. Called it a violent snow globe. So you'll get all my stuff shipped out tomorrow. Bye. And I'll be invoicing.
I ship from Ohio. Nikki ships from New York.
Yep. And I'll be invoicing on Wednesday for everybody for yesterday's sale, today's sale, and tomorrow's sale. I'll be invoicing on Wednesday, unless you're Claudia.
I invoice on the weekends every weekend, and I ship on Monday, usually Monday morning. But my dad has to help me today. I can't carry all this.
Yeah, you have a lot of packages.
I'm going to change the layout.
And I just have straight claims today, so I don't have any offer up.
I have one offer up. Oh, Cass just subscribed to you.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, Kelly, I packed it so carefully. Everything in there should be absolutely perfect, but it was cheaper to do it that way because shipping at UPS came to less than some of the stuff that's 2 pounds shipping to other states. So yeah, it just worked out better that way.
It's cuckoo crazy, that's for sure. Sometimes that's a big box. Okay, so we're gonna start this off. I brought rainbow color. I have all these different colors. I'm very excited. So I have here, this is a 7-inch piece of cobalt blue glass. I'm gonna come in really close so you can see the little bead details that run up every other side. It is really cool.
That's Imperial glass.
You know what? I thought it was Indiana on the bottom. It says USA.
Oh.
Why? Isn't it different? Right?
Yeah, because mine didn't say USA. I was like, I had that one. It still had its original sticker.
I thought it
said Imperial.
Yeah, I know. But the minute I turned it over and I saw USA on the bottom, I was like, I'm not sure what that is now. And then I don't know if this is a 1 or an I, but it does look very similar to, it's almost, they must have used the same mold as what happened from the 30s and the 40s. So I do not think it's quite that old, but it's not new either.
That's
because
the exact one. I mean, it looks exactly the same as that Imperial one that I had that still had the sticker.
And isn't that wild? The company's just using each other's molds so often that you don't, sometimes you just can't tell who it is. But it is slightly, and I mean slightly, you can only tell when you hold it up to the light, from about here where my finger is up, a little bit darker than it is from here down. And I don't know if that's just from time or what it is. You can almost see it on the camera, but not quite. You can just kind of see, like, right in here, up here, it's a little bit dark, but it also might be because this is narrower. But it's in really good condition. There's no chips, there's no cracks. You can see the seams. So this was a pressed piece. It wasn't blown. There's also no console. So if you're interested, hi ho. If you're interested in this lovely little piece of cobalt blue glass, it'll be $12, number 85. $12, number 85. I'm breaking up, or we're breaking up, Kaz?
Oh, Kaz is breaking up with you.
Oh.
Are we still breaking up? Can anybody else let us know? Because if we are, but maybe if everybody else sees us fine, maybe it's Kaz's internet.
Oh, Hope says sees it. No, see, isn't that funny? I see us on YouTube fine. I have to keep looking down. Yeah, I have to keep looking down at my chat. Anything
That's
is
weird.
possible. Yeah. Oh, not now. Okay. Well, that's good to know.
Oh, it's the audio. Huh.
See, I don't have the audio on, so I can't tell.
Yeah, I can't tell either because my audio is.
We echo otherwise if we did that.
And feedback, and it would be bad. Are we going to do one each or two?
Oh, my goodness. Whatever you want. Want me to do another one?
Breaking up.
Now we're buffering. Good Lord. Isn't that funny? It's not on my end, on my YouTube, and it's not on your YouTube either. I wonder if it's a StreamYard thing.
It was StreamYard all weekend.
It was StreamYard last week, too, when we had that weird hiccup during the middle of the show.
Yeah.
It's the audio. That is super weird.
Huh. Well, let's just do one each.
All right. You go for it. Let's see if that makes a difference. Let's see if Claudia's better. Well,
Daniel had so many problems with something on his Friday chat that he had to restart the stream like 3 or 4 times.
Stinky.
Okay, well, let's see.
Hang with us, guys. Hang with us. Maybe it'll clear up.
I have this little Esco bottle. It is super cute. It still has its Esco sticker on the bottom, which at first I did not realize was an Esco because I'd never seen a butterfly-shaped one.
Yeah.
But the bottom half of the sticker is worn off, so I can't tell where it was made. It just says Esco. And it is 6 inches tall. So you could use it as a bud vase, or you could just set it with your decanters. It'd be a little one. But that's so funny. We both brought a piece of blue glass first.
I love it. It looks like a pawn in a chess set.
Yeah.
I kind of like that.
Yep. I have no idea what it was or what it was meant to be. But it's super cute. 6 inches. $8, number 3. $8, number 3.
I like your Post-its.
I'm trying to use these up. I sold Discovery toys almost 22 years ago.
Yeah.
Because my daughter was a baby. And I've still got Post-its left.
I love it.
Oh. Should we go back out and come back in?
I don't know. I think it's super. I just think it's really, really weird. It's really, really weird. Well, let's give it another little bit of a go here. Because Kaz said she loved the shape, so I don't know, maybe they can see. Are we better now? Has it cleared up a smidge? Because it's definitely weird that, but then again, we're on top of our own stream, even if we're watching on YouTube. So that might be the difference. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. So just let us know if it gets better or if it gets worse, guys, and then maybe we can try to make an adjustment. Just keep us in the loop. Okay, my next piece, thanks to Claudia, because I had no idea that Mexican glass was a thing. Okay, good. It's getting better. That's good. I had no idea that Mexican glass was a thing. So if you can see, these are not bubbles. They're little tiny pieces of sand that are all strewn throughout this piece. Try this. Oh, in front of my face. You can just see them there in that little tiny piece. Okay. It's a tiny guy. This is a little cordial guy. He's only a couple of inches big, and his base is, look at how big his base is. It's definitely taller. And it was
Hi,
hand blown.
Krista.
Hey, oh, good. I'm glad it looks better. Hey, Krista. You can see the pontil mark here. It's not highly polished, but you can see that it's there. And it's this lovely shade of teal. There, so you can see
That
just a little
color's
bit.
pretty.
I love it. So if you're looking, this is a color that's hard to find sometimes too. So if you're looking for a nice little decorative piece, and it's just, I don't know, there's something about it. It's kind of cute and sweet at the same time. And it's nice and thick too. And there are no condition issues with it at all. Just a really different, neat little piece of glass. And this guy here will be $8, number 98. $8, number 98 for the little cordial Mexican hand-blown piece of glass. Oh, good. Thank goodness. Maybe we're getting better. Maybe it just needed to catch up.
And you guys, for our little glass with class, do you want like info? Like if we did a little research on Ellie Smith and then let you know, who sold the molds to who and who ended up with the molds, which is Weisher. Weisher owns Ellie Smith's molds right now. Is that the kind of thing you guys are interested in, or do you just want to see the pretty glass? Because we'll always show the pretty glass, but if you guys like some info, because if you're not a glass collector, you may not know that the reason sometimes we can't identify the glass if it's not marked is because the molds were sold to so many different companies, and then they'd steal the molds. And they'd make their, not steal, but like mimic the mold. So it looked like one thing, but it wasn't. And then other times.
Glass.
Like,
that's what they're calling it.
Yeah, glass. Like the Depression glass had another boom in the 60s, early 70s, where the companies made glass that looked exactly like the Depression glass that is now vintage to us. So both are vintage, but they were repros. So if you guys would like, we can cover some of that because we're got lots of glass info.
And just different glass that you guys maybe have never even heard of too. There's glass companies out there that I'm like, what? That was a glass company? Okay.
Awesome. So maybe for the next couple of weeks, we'll pick one company and just give you more info about it. We've got Ellie Smith and LG Wright, and we've got Fenton, and you've got, like this. I had no idea Esco did glass.
Or like when we find a left-in piece of glass. Like, why do I have a left-in piece of glass? It happens.
Yeah, and sometimes the marks were similar. Yeah. Or they change the mark every year, so sometimes the mark will tell you what year it was made. Yeah, we can definitely cover more of that. So this is something that I learned just in the last month, is that Avon, a lot of times for their pieces, would partner with these well-known glass companies. So a lot of Avon glass, for years, we all went, ugh, Avon, ugh. They were partnering with some of the better glass companies for some of their glass. So, that's something I just learned. This piece, I don't know who made. It's a milk glass, probably bath oil bottle. Picked it because the flowers make it springy. It says Avon on the bottom. Still smells slightly when you open it. But, Fostoria made Avon glass. Or glass for Avon, but nothing in it, but still has a slight smell. It's very nice condition, no chips, no cracks. And I thought if you put dish soap in it and set it on your sink, that it would look pretty in spring and summer. Fancy up your dish soap. Yeah, I love Heisey glass, Kelly, but I hardly ever come across it. I did have that one piece of Duncan and Miller last week. That was cool.
I found 2 pieces of Heisty and it's awesome. Yeah.
Just $5. Number 9. $5, number 9, and you can fancy up your dish soap. You guys see Harley?
Yeah.
This morning, Blue got up in the hammock all the way above me first. And because usually she gets there and then he's mad, he pouts.
Yeah.
Well, he got up there first today, first time in weeks, and she's been mad about it all morning. She's just like grumping around here.
You get Janine for number 9.
Awesome. Thank you, Janine.
I know I've come across a couple of pieces of Heisty glass recently, and I'm very, very jazzed. I didn't even, once again, it was a glass company I didn't really know existed, until I found a piece, and its markings were very clear, and it was cool. But there are 2 glasses I really love. I love depression glass, and this is what I'm bringing now. Depression glass is one of my things I'm really into, and I think it's so cool because this stuff lasted. And it was meant to be inexpensive.
Right. It was just cheap.
Yeah.
It was given away free with your groceries or for a reduced price with your groceries.
Yeah. And that didn't work. So I tried. So this is the Madrid pattern. There, you can see it better if I hold it closer. This is the Madrid.
I love the Madrid pattern.
I do too. And it's a dainty cup. I don't have the saucers. I do have 2 of these, both in fantastic condition. I'm collecting the Madrid, but in the clear, which is different. Most people don't want the clear, but I want the clear. And if you look here, you can see the real color of it. It is the blue depression glass is really, really pretty.
Hi, Sharon.
For the clear. Hey, how you doing, Sharon Delaney?
I hardly ever see the blue. I see the green, the uranium all the time, and I've got some pink, but not the blue.
The blue in the Madrid pattern is a little bit harder to find. I'm not going to lie. Let you look at the other one. The clear, I found a whole set, and I'm still tempted to buy it. Everything. The whole kit and caboodle for $175. And I'm like, this goes to pull on the trigger. Because I want it. Because glass is easy to clean. It's easy to care for. You don't have to, especially if it's not flash, you don't have to worry about the stuff wearing off. But these little teacups are just adorable, and they're fabulous. And if you're interested in the 2 Madrid blue teacups, they'll be $10 for the set, number 86. $10, number 86. How you doing? For Patty, right?
Yes,
right.
Patty.
Remember Patty. Okay. And that's mine. Thank you very much.
I love those.
I like the bowls are fantastic in that pattern because they're square, which is neat. Yeah.
So my next item is most likely Pier 1, which has become collectible.
Oh, yeah.
So this is Amethyst. If this is in fact Pier 1, it was made in Spain. Now you've got Gayleen for that. Good morning, Gayleen. And yeah, Kaz, I don't like flash glass either. I won't sell it. I don't buy it. I won't sell it. So I don't know if this is in fact Pier 1. There were a bunch of these on, not a bunch, but there were these on eBay when I was looking them up in other colors. There was red, there was blue. I didn't see any of the amethyst color. They look just like those. It would have had a wood cork in the top. So I can't say for sure that that's what it is, but the ones that they had online, a lot of them still had their Pier 1 sticker and it said made in Spain. So it is just under 12 inches, more than 11 3/4. It's got some bubbles in the glass. But if you want a really pretty amethyst bottle,
hey, Tammy.
Hello, Tammy. Then it is only $10, number 5. $10, number 5.
I love those bottles, and those bottles are probably easier to collect if you want to get a hold of them to do the rainbow, but I would imagine that color is going to be a harder one to find.
Yeah, because I didn't find any of the amethyst ones online. And you guys, if you came in just now and you missed it earlier, if you purchased from me last week and I got all of your information, I did invoice you. I have 3 people who haven't paid invoices yet. I am going to go to the post office right after this sale and ship everything out. So I appreciate all of you. I sold 50 items last week. It was awesome. It was exhausting.
She had a big week last week. We're
I
so
see
proud
for that, Gayleen.
So next up, I have, and this is another thing that people say, oh, it's Carnival Glass. This is 70s, 60s, and 70s Carnival Glass, not early 1900s Carnival Glass, because that had a resurgence too, and you can tell the difference. The Carnival Glass from this time period, and this is Indiana, this is pineapple and floral Carnival Glass. You can see right there. There's the pineapples and the little florals. And it's a diamond shape, which I think is really a neat shape. But you can tell the difference because it looks more iridized than, I always say the old antique glass looks more like an oil slick. Like if you saw like oil leaking from a car is kind of what it reminds me of.
My niece collects Carnival Glass and she prefers it from the 60s and 70s.
Yeah. And some
she
people
does not
do.
like I think she's afraid of the older stuff because she doesn't
want to break it.
But she does like the look more of the ones that were reproduced then.
Yep. And some people do, and I get it because it looks more like a like iridized than the other stuff does. And it feels different too. I think the glass itself feels different. So this is a diamond candy dish, I'm going to call it. It may have had a lid. I am not 100% certain.
I've never seen one of those with a lid.
So I don't know. I don't know. For some reason, it felt like maybe it should have a lid, but I didn't see any that had one. So I could be wrong. And maybe it did have a lid, or maybe it doesn't have a lid. I don't know. But this one doesn't have a lid. But it is in really good condition. I love the colors in this. It is that marigold sunset color. There is no condition issues with this guy whatsoever. And he's not a super big piece. He's a nice little tiny guy. So from point to point, he's just 7 inches. So from point to point here, he's just 7 inches. Just a really lovely little dish. This would look good in bathrooms too with those soaps we're always talking about. The ones we were on the left. I like the oil slick too, Kaz. I have a couple pieces like that. I like the oil slick too. That's my favorite. It'll be $12, number 82. $12, number 82 for this. It might have been.
That would have been cool.
That would be cool as a flower frog. If you had a little metal flower frog in this. But my
niece actually has that one. That exact
I think
one
it's
she has.
so pretty. And that's mine. Oops. I like the antique glass. That's why I like the older stuff. I have a thing for antiques.
All right. My next item is maybe Westmoreland. It's not marked, so I can't say for sure. But look at the pattern. Isn't that awesome?
I got you, Gayleen. Thank you. That is an amazing, amazing pattern.
It's got this sawtooth. So there is one sawtooth right here that's got a little ding. So this has a broken tooth right there, just that one spot. Although, you don't see it when it's displayed. It is It is 7.5 inches. So it is a nice size bowl. That would give Daniel a lot of ice cream.
It'd be good with some pretty fruit too. Like if you just had like one fruit, they like lemons. Lemons would look fantastic in there.
Yeah. So super pretty milk glass bowl, just that one tiny thing. $14, number one. $14, number one.
I think it's called the Quilted Diamonds. I want to say that's the I could be wrong.
It? I love it.
Something like that.
I had it in my Christmas display with red ornaments in it. But the nice thing about milk glass, and I think it's why it's become so popular this year, is that it moves from display to display. Yeah. It's classic.
Yeah.
And that is
I have become addicted to milk glass. It isn't like there's just one variety, but I go after the shape. Like, what is the shape of a piece? Yes. And it looks great with all my black stuff. Okay, next up. Now we've seen these. I have a couple little cordial glasses today, so this just kind of fit in our glasses. This is the Ellie Smith. This is the small one. This is the moon and stars. You can see the stars there on the bottom. I always thought these look like lozenges to me, like old school sucrets or something like that. That's just what they look like to me.
Yes, they do.
They do. They look like that. And this is a tiny guy. Yes, fill it with glitter.
No, craft herpes.
But it's just a tiny guy. And I thought, you know what, even for Easter, because it is yellow, You could put a fun egg in here and make it like a big egg cup, like you have some of those bigger eggs. Just decorate up nice with the pretty yellows. And not everybody has these. Once upon a time, they were going for hot potato money.
Yeah.
So if you're interested in this Ellie Smith glass, it'll be $8, number 96. $8, number 96. I mean, could you imagine like sitting down though and having a little cordial out of this? Like just a little, like Bailey's Irish cream or something.
I would feel so fancy.
Luden's, that's the one I was thinking
Yes,
of, Kelly. Yes, it was Luden's.
exactly.
That's it. It looks like a cough drop. Couldn't remember what the heck the name was.
And you got Janine for 96.
Thank you very much, Janine. That's
okay. So I had 2 pieces of the Cabbage Rose. I sold the first one last week. I'm selling the second one this week because for a minute I thought I was gonna collect them, and then I realized they were far too expensive, and I'd probably never find more than the 2 pieces I had. So this one is smaller. This is a ruffled compote. Amberina. Here's your roses. And don't forget, guys, if you would like a better chance of getting an item, just tell us that you want an offer up. We will do an offer up. The cadmium in this does fluoresce under a black light. I love this.
Oh, I love the
ruffle.
bottom of the Cabbage Rose. Yeah.
Yeah.
The
It's
base.
got all the ruffles. It's so pretty.
That is gorgeous. It must light up like there's no tomorrow too. The base of that. Because it's so there's so much cadmium in it. At least it looks like there's a lot of cadmium in it. Yeah.
Yeah, there is. And the edges too. Not that you can see well, but
oh, you can see it in the base too. Oh wow, yeah. That is a real nice glower.
Yeah, really, really nice.
And Cabbage Rose is so pretty because it's simple, but it's not simple, if that makes sense. No. Sorry, I have a dog trying to climb on my lap.
Roses are my favorite flower, which is why I thought I might want to collect these. But in a year, I have only come across 2 pieces.
I've only come across 2.
So, yeah.
Oh, I lied, 3. I did come across the boot.
Did you have an amber one?
I had a green one and a milk glass one. A green milk glass, and then I did find a shoe, believe it or not, that had that. Yeah, the Cabbage Rose. Yes, and it is Fenton. Yeah.
Yeah. Becky's our Fenton expert.
Becky's our glass girl. What did Jen call her yesterday? The queen of glass or something like that. I was like, stop it. You're going to make her sound like she's breakable.
That's funny. Maybe she is breakable. $15, number 7, for the Amberina Cabbage Rose Compote. No chips, no cracks. $15, number 7. Hello, Fish Chick Finds.
Hi, Colleen.
And that is mine.
No, stop. It's my turn to sell. Yeah, look at what I'm dealing with to see if I can show you guys.
All right, Geneva, I got you for that. Thank you.
She's plastered to my side. Sorry, y'all went for a ride there to see my puppy. She needs to chill out. That's one of my dogs. Oh, now I can't get my thing. All right, hold on. All right, there. We're just going to deal for a second. Okay. So I have up next this lovely green, and it doesn't glow before y'all start asking. It does not glow. It's so sensitive, but not too fragile. Me too. Although my son calls me fragile all the time. So what am I talking about? So it is a really, really lovely shade of green. This is what I wish it looked like outside with the leaves. Really wish it was like that right now. There are a lot of, yes, she does. She's being a little lush puppy. There are a lot of, and I don't know if I'm going to get it to show up, little specks. It almost reminds me of the other Mexican glass I showed you. Now, I don't know if this is Mexican glass, but there were little tiny dots that aren't quite bubbles that are in the glass. I have no idea. I looked this up, got lots of different things for it, but I am going to call it a green maple leaf because it is a maple leaf, right? Thank you.
Like. It's so pretty.
It is a really nice, it's a beautiful little trinket dish. Just really great. I have little dishes like this all over the house that house my rings, my earrings, my chapstick, and I have them scattered all over the place so that I don't have to get up when I'm sitting in my particular seat in that room. So not a really big piece, nice little smaller piece.
And I love that new spring green. That spring green is just so bright and vibrant. I love it.
I wish it glowed. That would be the only thing that would push this over the edge. If it glowed, that would be it. And it'll be $12, number 94. $12, number 94. Okay, good. She laid back down. She's a lush baby. She likes attention. That's mine. Let me adjust myself there.
All right. My next piece is Fenton also. And I know because it says Fenton on the bottom.
Don't they make it so easy when they do that for us?
Yeah.
I love that.
So it has the fruit inside of it. No chips, no cracks. This is a nice piece for a little bowl. And it's got this little edge right here. I don't know. It's just pretty. It's just little. Got the fruit.
I love the color.
It is 5 3/4 inches and it stands 2 1/4 inches tall. So just a perfect, pretty little bowl for a ton of uses. Whatever you need to use it for. $10, number 4. $10, number 4. And I'm always nervous selling Fenton when Becky's in the chat because she's probably sitting over there going, oh, that is not what that is. You should be asking a different price. And I'm like, but this is,
I was nervous yesterday doing the sale with her for that reason. It was like, wow, it's a big deal. Becky, you're a big deal. I'm letting you know. You're a big deal. Oh, he's got his mommy now. You gotta love it, our animals. Now I'm gonna show this to you in 2 pieces because this is, I'm not gonna say it's not, this is a little heftier of a piece. For some reason, when Westmoreland made milk glass, they made honkin' milk glass, and I have
Did
no
you
idea.
see my comment?
Yes, so you have
I'm
this,
so
you don't have the gold.
jealous.
This one's actually, the fact that the gold on this, on pretty much every angle, is absolutely perfect. You never find that. There's all 4 sides. Absolutely perfect. And the bottom as well has the gold trim around it in absolutely fantastic shape. It's got the beading that comes down the side. It does match the top. And then when you look, I mean, it's like this sat in Grandma's curio cabinet. You know that's where this was. Nobody was allowed to touch it. There's no chips, no cracks, but you can see how thick. It is a really thick piece of glass. So Westmoreland made some honkin' milk glass. And I'll give you a shot of the top. Same thing. Grapes on the top, painted in fabulous condition all the way around. What's supposed to be gold is still gold. This looks like it came off the shelf. There is, when you hold it up, you can see, or I can see from my angle, right here in the beads, there is a ring of fire, but just in the beadwork that goes around the top. And it's not as demonstrative as other pieces I've had. But there's nothing wrong with the inside of this lid. That's why I said, I'm pretty sure this sat in Grandma's curio cabinet. It never came out. My mother-in-law was like that. She would leave stuff in the cabinet, like, bring it out. Why are you hiding it away? Don't touch my good crystal. That's what I used to hear all the time. So put together, this is what it looks like. And I'm once again, I'm gonna be honest, it's a little bit more of a meatier piece. So this guy here, he'll be $20, number 97. $20, number 97. And I like to tell you guys how much, like, if something's really heavy, because I live in New York and shipping, I can get really good rates on shipping, but I also like to give you a heads up because sometimes it's just one of those things where it's like, wow, that was a little heavier than I thought. So we can't control that. And that was mine. Thank you.
I know sometimes I box something up and I'm like, does it really weigh that much?
Yeah.
And I reweigh it. I'm like, oh my goodness.
Yeah. I got you, Janine. Thank you very much.
Yeah, I have that one. It just doesn't have any gold on it. It's in my personal collection and I fell in love with it. And you can see that ring of fire around the lid. And I had no idea that they made that with gold. So I don't know if there was gold on mine originally or mine was just plain because there is no gold on mine.
Sometimes I want the gold and sometimes I don't want the gold. I think it depends on the pattern. Sometimes I like it when
I want the gold.
Yeah.
Oh, man, mine doesn't have gold. All right. My next item you may have seen on Instagram. It is going to be an offer up starting at $15. And if someone could type that in for me, I'm sorry. I can't because, somebody's being a baby right now. It is the Perfume Bottle.
There we go.
Now, if you look closely, it's got a naked lady on it.
Oh my God.
Naked lady.
I love this.
I absolutely could not find any information about it.
Oh.
So
And why not? It's a naked lady. You should know something, right? Somebody should know something somewhere.
Yeah, could not find. I found one for sale in pink glass, and they were asking $51. So
You got your need at 15, so that's
if
awesome.
it had been in pink glass, I would have kept it. I'm not gonna lie. Oh, are we done? Are we getting down? You can't walk amongst the glass.
Oh, he thinks he can. He has a thing for glass. Who likes his glass?
So no chips, no cracks. Here is the stopper. So you can see there's not even chippy chips on the stopper, which is really unusual.
Yeah.
And this is what...
I love the top. It's so deco.
So is this deco or is this Art Nouveau?
It may be, maybe it would be Art Nouveau too. It's just the shape of the top just reminds me of something.
Yeah.
Like something from the 20s. I love the naked lady though.
Yeah. And she is on the front and on the back. So I have no idea when this was made. You know, it could be a reproduction. It could be super old. I just don't know. It doesn't have any info. None.
And I love that it's satin. That it's satin glass on
over
clear glass.
Isn't that beautiful?
Yeah. That just is screaming, please put some perfume in.
Yeah. Super pretty. So Krista says Art Deco. You were right. And
it's just at the top. Something about the top.
It stands 5.5 inches tall with the stopper in. And I got a really, really good deal on it because they did not know what they had.
Oh. I love picking up the perfume bottles. I got a few in my window in my bathroom and they look fabulous.
So if Jeanine's the only one interested, I will go ahead and count this down. 10, 9, 8. So, oh, she was asking. 7. So there are bubbles.
Are there? That's
there
good.
Are bubbles in. Can you see the bubbles in there?
Yeah, I see that one right there.
Yeah.
Yep.
So.
Oh, you get Galen in at 16.
All right, then I don't know where I was in the countdown.
I don't know. Start again.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and stop.
I'm waiting with everybody else here. Good thing I can read lips. There we go. Oh, Barbie typed in stop. Good. Go with Barbie stop. She was in the chat with every. Go with Barbie stop. She was in the chat before, so it's easier. Ooh, I have to refresh.
Yeah. I see Angela at 17 coming in.
I did too.
Before Barbie stop.
Yeah, because Barbie stop was just way there. Long Art Deco's sharp angles. Thank you, Krista. That makes total sense. That's
Bye,
what
Becky. Have a great day.
Put myself back in live chat. That's what
Angela at 17?
Angela at 17. I see Angela at 17. Yeah.
Okay.
Barbie can do our stop. I'm sorry, guys. I'm taking mine off. Mine was I shouldn't have been there. Art Nouveau. Oh my God, I had the urge to go Happy New Year. I love that. That's great.
All right.
Okay. So my next piece is it's a very different piece. I don't know if somebody was playing around with glass at the end of the day. So I'm going to call this end of the day kind of glass. Somebody might have just been playing out with shape and color and usage. So it is a slag glass. It's green and white slag glass, but it's
celery.
Also, yes.
Or lettuce. No, it's lettuce.
Lettuce, like an endive, right? I thought it was a shell, but then when you turn it this way, that's exactly what it looks like. But it's cased too, so it's clear on the outside, and then the inside that's cased.
This is so unusual.
It's just a really different piece. I tried to get a tea light because I've had this for a little bit. I tried to get a tea light in there. I couldn't. Now all I can think of when I see it is one of those little like Virgin Marys in here. You know those outdoor things you see? They get the little, that's all I can think of when I see this now. But it does, I feel like it needs something. Like maybe it does need a candle in there, or maybe you just like it pretty just like it is. It is a hand-blown piece right there, and there is some Sharpie there. It was that way when I hate when they do that. It ruins so many pieces by doing that.
Yes.
But it was a hand-blown piece. It's just a very interesting, different piece. Nobody else is going to have a piece of glass.
I love it.
It's just, I think it was just one of those things where somebody was playing with their glass at the end of the day to see what was going on. It does not glow. I'm just double checking. It does not glow anywhere. There are lots of like bubbles and stuff all over. They're not the nice controlled bubbles. But like I said, just a different piece. And if you're interested in my lettuce, we'll call it lettuce because now that's not like my lettuce glass. It'll be $10, number 95. $10, number 95 for the unusual slide glass. And that's mine. Thank you.
I love it. That was fun.
Different. Yeah.
Okay, so show these last week, but just in case you missed them, show them again because I think they're so cool. So it is a little bridge set, coaster, personal ashtray, nut dish. These would have been advertised as all 3. They stack together nicely. They've got the little lips, so they do fit together well. The black is in really good shape. I've got my fingerprints all over them now, but they're not coming off. The black isn't. But the red ones just coming off a little bit, which is helps if I'm showing you. It's very common with red. We know that Cold likes to come off of everything. Red does not.
Red doesn't
oh
stay.
My goodness, I can't find the camera today.
Claudia's first day on YouTube.
Never done this before.
Never done it before.
So I absolutely adore these. I think if you have a game room, they'd be perfect in that. If you have a bar area, they'd be fun. If you just have card night, if your husband has a poker night with the boys, get these because they're fun. So for the set of 4, no chips, no cracks, $12, number 6. $12, number 6.
And I like that you can use them for different things. They can be coasters. They can be a little snack thing. They could be a little ashtray. They could be little trinket dishes. They're just really cool. And they're very Alice in Wonderland. Every time I see card stuff now, that's all I can think of is like Alice. I love
Alice in Wonderland. My grandma had a bridge club, and she outlived every single lady in her bridge club. I remember how sad she was when the last one passed. I mean, my grandmother's still alive. She's in her 90s, but yeah, outlived her whole, and they had played bridge like her whole adult life. Bridge club. Yeah.
And the community I live in, I have to see the past couple of years have been COVID. So the old guys would go down, the older gentlemen would go down and play poker. And then the ladies, I don't know if they're playing canasta or bridge or what the devil they were playing, but they have their little group and they bounce around and they'll yell back and forth at each other that you're being too loud. Your poker guys are too loud. The canasta ladies are too loud. It's hysterical.
Oh, it's funny.
In the summer period is just like Dirty Dancing, like that whole like community thing where they all get together and do stuff. It's still like that. And that is kind of cool. I'm not going to lie. That is kind of cool. So my next piece is a piece of Indiana diamond point, and it is clear. Bring back the clear glass. Now this would have had a lid, but you can get away with not having one because I have one that does have a lid. But I love these for the seasons. Just like milk glass, the clear glass is fabulous for putting different things in. And I thought this is just a stunning centerpiece. And because of the diamond points, you get that prism look if you have it in a nice lighted area. The sun comes through.
I love diamond point.
I do too. It's one of the prettiest patterns because it does reflect. Here we go again. Reflect and refract the light. There we go.
You know what I would do with that?
I'm curious.
I would absolutely put that on my dresser with all my girly things. I would have a pair of satin gloves, the long evening gloves hanging out of it, the black ones, and then my pearls hanging over the edge. And then I would have inside of it the little twinkly lights on the copper wire.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah. Oh my gosh. And here I'm going, put a candle in it. Put a
Okay,
candle.
I'm not worried about it. If I need to cancel it and resubmit it, I can.
That might
But
work.
I knew I wasn't you. I know you always pay. I wasn't worried about that. I was just reminding people so I could get everything shipped today.
Okay.
But if it's I was super tired after 2 full days of invoicing. So if you think I made a mistake somewhere after the sale, I can see. Okay.
Invoicing is tough. So this is 7.5 inches tall, 6 inches wide, and it is in perfect condition. No chips, no cracks, no condition issues. So if you're interested in the Indiana glass or Indiana Diamond Point glass, it'll be $12, number 87. Looks like a big, like, champagne glass. Like, give me champagne.
Yes.
$12, number 87. Then I wonder how much champagne that would hold.
Can you imagine me sitting here just drinking champagne out of it during a sale on a Thursday night?
Now I'm gonna have to do that. I'm gonna have to have some champagne out of that. Just because I can.
Fancy.
I'm fancy, extra large fancy.
All right. So my next item is also Indiana glass. This is the basket weave powder.
Hey, Kathy. Ooh.
Hello, Kathy.
I haven't seen that one. I like that.
So maybe this was the dip bowl to a chip and dip. Possibly. This is the avocado green. I love how shiny it is on the outside or inside. Because you've got the weave on the. It's just a nice little bowl.
I love little bowls. I have them everywhere.
Yeah, I do too. As I've said before, I take my jewelry off wherever I get tired of wearing it. And if I don't put it in a bowl, the cats mess with it.
Yep.
I also have crystals in every room sitting in little bowls.
I do too. Every room.
Okay, so for just the tiny little, quite possibly part of a chip and dip set, but I have never come across the big bowl. I do know they made this in several different sizes, this pattern. It's 2¼ inches tall and 4½ inches across. And it is just $6, number 2. $6, number 2. I'm looking at what everybody is saying.
Yeah.
To see if I missed anything.
I don't know, maybe. Sometimes PayPal is a pain. I'm not going to lie. Sometimes PayPal can be pesky pain for whether you're buying and you don't get stuff. And
thank you, Kelly.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's just acting up.
Yeah.
And then they'll fix it. It's a glitch. They'll fix it. And then you get back on later and it just goes right through. And you're like, well, what was the problem? It wasn't your fault.
Yeah.
We were
it wasn't even your fault. Why did I just get frustrated? Yeah. So my next piece is a piece. We're going to end with a piece of Fenton. This is Fenton Hobnail Amber colored with the ruffle. I almost said amberina. It's not amberina. Doesn't glow. With the ruffle. This guy is a good, I think it was 7 inches. Oh, 6 inches. It's a good 6 inches tall. This is a pattern most people are very familiar with when they see Fenton. You can spot Fenton from across the room. You're like, oh, there it is. There's Fenton. It does have its mark down here on the bottom, which of course makes it super easy to identify. And I do not believe there is a letter or a number underneath. So it's probably from the 70s, I would assume, especially in this color. So if you're interested in the Fenton Amber Compote, it will be $15, number 99. I don't know why my voice just did that, but it did. $15, number 99. I went up 5 octaves. Sorry about that. And that's mine.
All right. My last item is a carafe. Very mid-century modern. It still has its tag. Look how freaking cute the tag is. So this was Inland Glass Works, and they proudly presented the modern carafe.
Oh, you gotta love that.
Isn't that wonderful? And it's just a little itty bitty thing. It is 6.5 inches tall. It's got its little stopper with a cork on it. It's got its little plastic handle. Silver trim, not gold. If it had been gold, I would have been tempted to keep it because I have a lot of this gold in my kitchen. And this one says, when reheating liquids in this carafe, be sure to remove the cork. Do not at any time place the carafe on flame when empty or permit to boil dry. And this was a division of Club Aluminum Products in Chicago. So very cool. And the address does not have a zip code there.
Ooh. Do you know what? Just the tag itself is amazing.
Yeah.
I love when I find stuff with tags that's been around for a while.
So it was billed as heat-proof glass, and you were supposed to warm up hot liquids in it. $7, number 8. $7, number.
Can you just imagine putting your own coffee in that, having one of those coffee warmers, and then not having to get your butt up to go get another cup of coffee because you have it sitting next to you? And just how fancy that I love doing that kind of stuff.
I know, it's why I will drink tea out of an actual teacup with a
yeah.
You know what I mean?
I have a cast iron teapot that I put my water in, and I put it on top of my potbelly stove so it stays nice and warm.
All right. Do you want to do a quick run through? And did you get Yippee
I did
for 99?
Yippee-O-A! That is the cleverest, one of the cleverest
I
names.
love that.
So I had the cobalt blue with the beading vase. Don't know who it was made by because it was tons of people had this mold. So this here was $12, number 85 for the cobalt glass. Let's see. Then I had the little Mexican glass cordial in the real pretty teal, real unusual color. Really liked this piece. Hand blown. This is $8, number 98. And the last one I'll show is the leaf. I had the green spring leaf. Really great. I really wish outside was this color right now. I wish the leaves look like this, but they don't yet. And this piece here will be $12, number 94. And those are mine. Thank ya.
I had the Esco. Just a little. Got its Esco sticker on the bottom. I didn't know Esco did glass until I found this piece. $8, number 3. $8, number 3. You see Gayleen for 94.
Okay, thank you, Gayleen. I just saw you.
And then I had the milk glass bowl with one of the little sawtooth pieces chippy chipped right there. $14, number 1. The Fenton red glass bowl with the fruit. $10, number 4. And it does say Fenton on the bottom. And I just remembered, this one.
That one glows too.
Has cadmium in it. Yeah. It doesn't look, when it's just sitting there, it does not look amberina.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And most people forget to check the red because the red there is a red cadmium. There's cad red light, cad red medium, then there's cad yellow, and so on and so forth. You get Gayleen for number 4.
All right, Gayleen.
Actually, as resellers, there's a lot we forget to check with the black light. And then you realize that
what I do is once it's dark, then I just get the black light out and I look at everything that I just bought.
Yep.
So then months later, I'm like, I don't know.
I don't remember. Yep, I don't remember. Let's not roll over my dog's tail.
All right. So if you guys purchase today, I invoice on the weekends. So if you've not gotten an invoice from me by the following Sunday at midnight, then you might want to check PayPal and then check to make sure I have your info.
Yeah, that's important. And I'll be invoicing on Wednesday, everybody, so I can combine shipping as much as I can. Oh, yay, it finally worked. Yay, Patty. They said sometimes it's not you, it's them. I'm being honest. And I will ship everybody's stuff out Oh, we get Sheila for number 3. And I will ship everybody's stuff out on Saturdays
Okay.
usually, but like I said, this
Sheila,
Saturday.
I've got you for that.
This Saturday was crap, so I couldn't get to the post office. I'm actually surprised my postman came at the crack of dawn. That's how bad, because it hadn't really started snowing till later on in the day. That's how bad it actually got. So I think everybody had a great time.
Yeah, we love this sale. We love hanging out with you guys on a Monday.
And we always try to keep it to an hour. We're really good at it. Look at boop.
I have a sale Wednesday morning with, now I don't want to get his name wrong. He's an Instagrammer who has an awesome Instagram, does Instagram sales all the time. Florida's Vintage Hunter. So he's going to come. He always has a lot of fantastic stuff. So Wednesday morning at 10, he'll be on. And then Thursday, if you are not going out and drinking green beer, have your green beer at home with Caroline, Youngstar Girl, and I Thursday evening at 6 on my channel. And what do you have coming up?
Tomorrow we have Boys versus the Girls. So we're going to have Viking Treasure Hoard, John, my Mr. Black Dog, and Aaron. No, not Aaron. Is it Aaron? No, it is Aaron. Your cat. Aaron Proctor. So it'll be Boys versus the Girls. We're going to be over on Jen's channel. And Saturday, really excited about the sale. Saturday, we're doing an ephemera sale with Aaron, Janides, and I over on his channel. And I've got some killer stuff, like super duper antique stuff. That'll be awesome stuff.
That's fantastic.
Paper. I love that. I love paper. So yeah, those are my 2 upcomers.
Yay. So thank you guys. And we're going to let you go. Lunch is over. It's time to get back to work. So
sorry.
We will see you soon. Bye, guys. Bye.